Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Edna and Harvey, the Breakout. So we now have to break out of this church, I suppose, because we have been locked in here by the keymaster who turns out to be crazy and has murdered the Reverend. There was a crazy puzzle where we had to figure out the one specific organ key to make this these headphones pop up here. I assume that's because we're gonna play elevator music on it. Let's see, we can look in the distance and see lightning hit Aluman.
I can see the asylum in the distance, and there's the roadblock, and isn't that Aluman on the observation deck? Now I can't see him anymore.
So, yeah.
Ah, I think Aluman has recovered from the bolt of lightning. Oh, I spoke too soon.
So this is kind of funny, but we've gone from...
I think Aluman has recovered from the bolt of lightning.
We've gone from the funny part into a darker part. Let's see if the pull mallet on the bell does anything different. Now that there are headphones down below, will he...
Don't make any noise up there! I'll come and get you!
So that doesn't do anything. These headphones haven't changed any. We're, I think, pretty close to solving this rather complicated and convoluted puzzle full of moon logic.
Thanks to these headphones, I can't hear the tootling anymore.
The moon logic is being, I think, directly referenced. So we're just gonna try the notes again, and maybe only one note needs to be played this time. Maybe you didn't have to play them all. That's odd. It stopped working the way it used to work. Well, it was E A D H G. It seems like you really just have to play these notes back to back. Maybe not in any actual order. But because I pressed the B key that was down here to move the headphones up to the next level, apparently I'm gonna have to reset that. It would certainly explain why we were getting this cutscene over and over again. So if you did everything perfectly, which you are heavily not likely to ever have happen.
Turn that off!
That was fun.
Still doesn't seem like that switch does anything. Use hatch. Use tape deck.
Thanks to these headphones, I can't hear the tootling anymore.
Just pick up
It
tape
isn't
deck.
a Walkman.
Look at tape
Plan
deck.
B, in case the organist is ill.
Use this with
I
this.
don't like to beat the pot, This is something that an extremely bored child would do.
I think Alfred liked to do that.
That's fitting.
I don't see what the thing that I'm missing here is. Okay, he is now using the headphones. So I did it right.
Don't try any funny stuff.
I still can't just push him over the edge. So now if I go ring the bell, I'm wondering if this is all that needs to happen. There's basically one more location after this.
What was that scream?
That was definitely different. And so he swung and knocked him down. And I've just defeated the Keymaster by knocking him down to the floor.
Oh no.
And he'll have a key on him.
I didn't mean to do that. Or did I? All this can't be true. Wake me up, Harvey. Please? Harvey? Harvey? Say something.
I'm sorry, Edna. I just had the feeling as if I...
What? What's up? Do you remember something?
Oh, nothing. We've got more important things to do right now. Take the key and let's get out of here as fast as we can, okay?
You took the words right out of my mouth, Harvey.
So, here's the problem.
Oh, finally.
Why
What
would
now?
your father take the blame
I can remember things.
instead of
But
just
just little details.
say it
I used
if
to
it
set
really
lamps
was
on
Edna
fire
that
in
actually
flower bed
killed
over there.
Alfred?
In this pond, I used to blow up frogs.
She
It all feels smaller
she would
than it
not
used
get
to.
the death
Let's try
penalty
to
for
get
sure.
inside. Then we'll
She
look for
was
my
just a
room.
little kid at that
I used to
time.
write a diary. Maybe it's still there. I'm sure I'll be able to remember everything with that.
This is a typical fantastical idea that a house 10 years later would still be locked up and not, for instance, foreclosed on and so sold and being used by a new family for convenience sake. Alright, let's look at all these
I
dwarves.
remember that one of those ugly gnomes had the key for the door. Was it you?
So they seem to be pointing.
I remember that one of those ugly gnomes
Alright, are
had
we
the
gonna
key
get the
for
same-
door. Was it you?
The same thing each time. Let's just start picking them up.
Never!
Now, earlier in the game, we did
Never.
see gnomes smashing them.
I think my father kept the key in one of these gnomes. It wasn't this one.
Let's just smash them all for fun. Yeah, we saw gnomes before, and Harvey
I
did
think
not
my
like
father
them.
kept the key in one of these gnomes. It wasn't this one.
Let's see. Smoker dwarf.
I think my father kept the key in one of
Getting the
these
exact same
gnomes.
line of dialogue,
It
so
wasn't this one.
so the actual experience here is you're probably going to hear that line of dialogue at least 3 times on
I
average.
think my father kept the key in one of these gnomes. It wasn't this one. I guess it's just you and me now, Django. Well, look at that. Here's the key. It's always the one you try last.
I assume that is the case here, is that it would have been the last one we tried. Alright, there's a mailbox. There's a door. And there's the moon.
That is no moon. It's a space station.
It's just the same responses. We could go to the back of the house.
I used to throw firecrackers in here on the 4th of July.
It definitely feels like Edna, even by her own admission, seems to be have been troubled, to say the least. Let's see.
Hey, our old living room is behind that door.
Let's see.
I used to behead Alfred's G.I. Joe figures on this table.
So, this scene was used slightly, but it looked rather different, so they had to redraw
This
this
is where
scene
Dad often used to sit.
a second time. This is a pretty boring scene to use twice.
No, this one could never be used. I'd rather not. I'd free all the cockroaches that dwell in the umbrella stand.
There's a lot of rocks in the
My old
ground.
umbrella. It's only genuine if it has 300 holes.
So we can go to the shed or we can go to the back. Let's see. What else is around here? Nothing. So we've got a whole collection of items, and being a point-and-click adventure game, we'll just pick up everything.
Why? It isn't autumn yet.
Let's see. Pick up the lawnmower.
No gas.
Maybe there's some left in the chainsaw.
They did mention gas on a chainsaw earlier in the game too, but I really don't
Those
have
are
any.
only for people who don't like to get their hands dirty.
They're trying to make us feel nostalgic for the beginning of this game, when I have the exact opposite feeling for the beginning of this game.
I really can't
basically
make use of it.
and
And
frustration.
I don't entirely understand why Dad kept it.
Maybe he wanted this to look more like a tool shed.
Let's see. Can of paint.
This isn't my old finger paint.
And is there anything else in the shed worth using? See what happens if we try to cut the glove
Shall we
fingers
make
off.
ourselves fingerless gloves?
No, I prefer gloveless fingers.
Alright, looking around in this scene again. That seems like that's all we needed. We walk to the back. Let's see. I have a very odd sound effect that's playing right now instead of music, when the rest of the game has been mostly playing music. So, we have the key. Might as well try it. Let's see, use door.
Locked.
Use master key with door.
It doesn't fit here. How could it?
Use house key with master
I
key.
wonder if the both of them will get along.
I'm pretty sure there's an achievement for using this key somewhere. I have no idea.
Locked.
Where? Use house key with door.
I can hardly wait to be back home. Finally. Oh no! It's broken and stuck in the lock now.
Alright. Use this in
Maybe
the
we
door.
can break down the door.
Oh, Harvey. This is our home. I don't want to destroy anything here. Not any more than it's already destroyed anyway.
Wouldn't this also be like one of the first places you would look for a runaway
Even using
patient?
force won't get me any further.
Like, go back
I can
to
see our kitchen.
to your
Wow.
house. If I was on the run, I would assume that the best move would be to go to unfamiliar places and work your way through that. Just pick a direction and start going at random.
Locked.
Okay.
It doesn't fit here. How could it?
So, what are we supposed to do? There's kind of not a place where the shovel would work. Unless we're supposed to use the shovel to jam
Maybe
it
we can break down the
to
door.
break down the
Oh,
door.
Harvey, this is our home, not any.
Skip that line of dialogue. Maybe use... Is this a mailbox that would have a two-way
Do you
door?
remember how we used to bury Mattis's mail?
Yes, I remember all of it now. Once there was a letter that said, "Congratulations, you've won the lottery." It was a true treasure. If only I'd drawn a map.
Well, would it help
Does
if
this
I had...
mailbox remind you of anything, Harvey?
We used to hide Alfred's lunch in there.
I think I can still smell the rancid liverwurst.
Okay. Maybe we could use the shovel or spade with the French door.
Let's break in here.
No, I don't want to know more than...
Is there possibly a way to get in through a French door? No, I guess maybe what I'm supposed to do is just go back to the back, use the pliers to pull the key out, and see what that does.
Good idea. Great. I have the remains of the broken key.
Now, if we use this with this...
Look, old front door key. This is what a working key looks like.
So use maybe this with
Cut
this.
the master key? After all the hassle? Not a chance.
The broken house key. I don't see how we could go.
Did you see how I got the key out of the lock with these pliers?
My heroine.
Yeah, I don't know what the next step here is. Are we supposed to use the spade with the key?
I won't bury the key. Yet. Not before I've tried all other means of resuscitation.
And we can't just use this in the front door?
I will certainly not stick it in there again.
Use the mailbox. Use mailbox.
It's full of unsolicited election campaign flyers. I don't want them.
Pick up mailbox.
It's full of I don't want...
Look at mailbox.
I used to throw fire...
Use spade on
Do
mailbox.
you remember?
Yeah, once it was a...
Use pliers on
We
mailbox.
could bend the metal on this mailbox.
Oh yeah? Take a closer look.
Whoa, someone beat us to it. What a jip.
Use pliers with
We should
spade.
combine the pliers with the shovel. That way we'd have a superior kind of tool.
An instrument that pinches the earth before it goes in?
Think about it. It's a real market niche.
Parasol doesn't make sense. Come on, we are just like 5 seconds away from finishing this game. We really are close to it. Let's see, and yet I'm probably gonna have to look at a walkthrough yet again.
I'll never be able to fix it this way.
Use that with that.
I'm beginning to get fed up with all these stupid puns.
You're just saying that because you can't think of something with shovel and wheel.
Yeah, whatever, Harvey.
Let's see. Look at the rake.
I often used to play in the leaves with Alfred. Most of the time, we made one big heap. Then we jumped down into it from the shed roof.
Alfred never dared.
I guess I'll never find out if our plan with the pointy stones would have worked.
So she was trying
It's
to kill
already
him.
mine.
I've got like no idea. Unless the
The
toenail.
toenails won't get me out of this mess, I'm afraid.
Unless the toenails would have taken the mailbox off. Yeah, I think it's, instead of spending the next 10 minutes trying to figure out what to do, it's just time to go right back to the walkthrough. There's too much crazy moon logic. Unless I've missed an item here. Most of this stuff seems unnecessary and unlikely to be used again. Maybe the rust remover will play some part, but I don't see how we're going to start a fire, find some clay, mold a new key, and do all of that. So let's just look here. Go on the back, the house tries the back door, the door is locked, check the barrel of water to the left of the door, look under the thistles under the window. So apparently, yeah, I knew there was a window, I just didn't see it. So if we go to the back, there totally was a window here. Oh, there are thistles we can use. Also look at the barrel.
This rain barrel is home to a myriad of water fleas.
Let's see if we want to pick up the fleas.
I think this barrel is inseparably connected to the surface of the earth now.
Alright. So use the spade with thistles.
Right. This will take care of the weeds.
Now use the basement window.
Oh no, it's jammed. On top of everything.
Use the spade with that. I guess that worked. Alright, we're now at a point where we might be able to remelt the key.
Isn't this the wood from the first flashback?
Yeah, we have this furnace.
The age-old iron furnace.
Alright. Pick up firewood. We'd still need to...
No, I don't want to wake up the spiders.
We'd still need to do quite a lot of stuff. Pick up this old marmalade.
I think it's hardened fast to the cupboard by now.
Pick up this penetrating oil.
It was useless 10 years ago, and I don't think it's changed much.
Pick up cloth.
They were already useless 10 years ago.
Pick up
I
cardboard
haven't
box.
needed inventory assistance up to this point, so I'm not going to start now.
Just all of this is probably unimportant
They
stuff.
were already useless 10 years ago. My favorite color isn't even here, or is gray in there somewhere?
So we made it this far in the tempomorph last time, and then the tempomorph stopped. So there's a pot of broccoli. She actually ate it.
Whoa.
She just ate either magic mushrooms or really
A well-aged mushroom soup. Over 10 years, in fact. It's the only thing still alive in this house.
Right, there's nothing on the oven. The back door, I think we can unlock now.
Locked.
You apparently can't unlock a back door. Interesting.
I wonder who watered it all these years.
So you pick up.
It's firmly
Plant.
attached to the roots.
We'll turn on the sink for no reason.
The water must have been cut off.
So let's just keep going. Wow. And we've got like a whole house here. And this seems to me like this is very much going to be a case of either I'm looking for a
The old
tempo
mahogany
morph
table. It used to
location,
have a beautiful shiny finish.
or this is all work that might play a role in the sequel, or this is all going to be a case of
It's jammed.
underused scenes. There's
It took
nothing
Dad the
here.
whole day to get it exactly straight. It only took me seconds to make it crooked again. We used to be a dream team.
So, front door, pick a plant. See, we don't even
Why?
know what
It's Dad.
our goal is right now, so we don't know what we're supposed to do.
Locked.
Yeah, oddly, these doors seem to be locked on both sides.
It's so dusty I can't even see myself.
Well, we could use that to polish the mirror.
First thing tomorrow morning, I'll dust everywhere.
Who are you? And what have you done with Edna?
So, it seems like her crazy plan is just to live in this house, where she would obviously get caught rather quickly. Let's see, here's a photo.
Hey, this is a picture of me.
So, we have a picture of us.
I gave it to my father, and it shall stay with him.
And then, just looks like this house has
That's
been left to
Mathis's
rot.
bed. When I was very little, I used to come running in here at night when I was frightened.
It's odd that she calls him Mattis when it would have made a lot more sense if she just called him Dad.
My father never allowed me to play with it.
There's
but I
no
can't see him
indication that isn't the case. Although it seems like the mother was well out of the picture even 10 years ago. Because
It belongs on my father's desk.
he's sleeping in his study. This is labeled as a spring.
It belongs here in the study. I'd rather leave everything the way it was.
But this is not a spring, this is a
This was my father's quill. Oh,
quill.
Dad.
Yeah, things are just getting labeled wrong.
I remember that being much
This is a
bigger.
German game, but man, that is really, really off.
My homework is as good as finished. I'll be able to rest soon. All I have to do is go to my room and restore my memory.
So we have a lighter now, and I guess we could try to use the lighter to get the achievement for lighting the
water
moon on
seems to be
fire.
turned off.
But I'm only gonna do that if it is convenient, because I'd
water
really
must have
just
been turned
preferred
off.
to end this and not
It's
try
so
to
dusty I
waste
can't
time
even see myself.
doing additional actions. Yeah, just another scene, just another something that was animated. Apparently the classroom was in your house, which sounds insane.
Am I Atlas or something?
Like, why in the world would you how in the world would you get away from writing yourself a fake note to excuse yourself if the classroom is in your own house and your father is assumedly working out of the house? That logically falls apart.
Just a second. There's only forest out there.
So this is more evidence that Harvey was lying. Of course he was. He's a hallucination.
No. I mean, no.
So she won't go in the cupboard.
Yes. I remember that being much bigger.
Yeah. So it kind of feels like what will happen here is we will have a tempo morph where we see what really happens,
Hey,
or we'll have a complete
someone has taken my whole stash of chewing gum while
psychotic
I was away.
breakdown. Let's see. It's just
I
a
can
lot
see the
of stuff to
street.
look at.
Are those red lights flashing in the distance?
Yeah, here comes the police. Before I go in this room, I don't feel like I came through. Well, did I come out of this way? Is this the kitchen and that's the living room? Alright. Or actually, it's not the living room, it's the dining room. Because it has a table in it. Let's see.
This door hasn't been used in a long time.
Alright, so use the door.
Locked.
Alright, well then burn down the door.
We could burn a hole through the door. Come on, what are you waiting for?
For plan B.
Alright, let's see if the polo mallet will open the door.
Too bad.
We need sand. Where would we have found sand? Let's see. We need to make a mold, which means we need clay. Which clay would make sense if it was in the chalkboard in the classroom.
I remember now. This was the star in the second flashback. My homework is as good as finished.
Let's see. Clay, clay, clay. Where could we find clay? Is there clay in here?
I don't remember my bathtub being a convertible.
Use this.
I can do the dishes later. Was there anything in the living room? There's just this painting. Use Harvey with the painting. Look, Harvey. Our old painting.
Obviously, even the burglars didn't want it.
Use scissors on painting.
Oh yeah, let's cut holes in the canvas.
Please don't. I want everything to be like it was.
All of a sudden, the game is against you doing anything. Use fire.
Oh
paint.
yeah, let's smoke the canvas.
Oh, Harvey.
Let's see. Where would we find clay?
The old mahogany table. It used to have a beautiful, shiny finish.
See, we need clay. I think we're going to end up having to walk all the way around. Look at sink.
This is where I used to play booger flipping all the time.
Use sink.
The water must have been cut off.
Pick up the pot.
It's already mine, I think.
Pick up. I clicked on the wrong thing. Pick up the pot. Yeah. That's the same as eating it. Okay. So the barrel, use the spade with the barrel.
Mayhem! Yippee!
Behave yourself, Harvey. These are our things, not Dr. Marcel's.
I see no spot where there's dirt. We're so close, but it's still way too complicated. And there's no leaving this. So I guess this is the only place you could get this achievement, is using the lighter with the moon.
Shall we set fire to the moon?
No, Harvey. We are regular, average, mentally stable citizens. Dr. Marcel is the one who's crazy, and we'll prove it.
Then maybe after we've proven it?
Yes. Then we can set fire to the moon.
Yippee!
So that was that achievement. Unless we're trying to start a
Do you remember
mailbox.
how we used to set fire to the mailbox?
Yes. I remember all of it now. It was the perfect bait. We always hid behind a bush and let the air out of the fire engine's tires.
Well, it's been another 30 minutes, and I, at this rate, either need to look at the walkthrough and see what I'm supposed to do. Go down to the bathroom, use clay shards with the tub. Where did I get clay shards? Because I don't have clay shards. I've clearly... clay shards from the destroyed gnomes. So, that's... where are they? Shards, here we are. Pick up the shards.
Maybe he'll be of some use now after all those years of misery.
So, I'm pretty sure I have everything. We're gonna just go a little long. Let's see if we can actually use the clay shards with the barrel.
This is how I used to model golems.
I remember. The golems used to trample on Alfred sandcastles all the time.
And everyone who says differently is a liar. But I think I can really use a bit of mud right now.
So now we have damp clay. So it did work here.
I'll make an impression by pressing the individual parts into the clay.
Not surprising that there's
Great!
several
It
places
worked!
that will work. The question, I guess, would be then, do we do this with this?
No, that wouldn't achieve anything.
So what's the metal thing that we're gonna melt? We may not have a metal thing.
I'd have to light a fire first.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
I must say I've heard better.
Use, I guess, maybe this with this.
My items are all still in good condition. They don't have to be burned yet.
Let's see. Use furnace.
I'd have to light a fire first.
Come on, baby.
I must...
Well, last time we had to use the clay imprint with the
It
furnace.
seems like an excellent idea, but the furnace is not working yet, I'm afraid.
Alright, so how do we get the furnace working?
The age-old iron furnace.
We need something that can be burned.
I have a shovel, but I don't see any coal.
Seriously.
My items are all... They don't have... No.
Seriously. Alright, back to the walkthrough. I'm not willing to stretch this out to another episode at this point. Clay imprint. use golden key in pot with furnace. So apparently this one with this one.
Okay, maybe this will help.
And then this with this.
It seems like an excellent idea, but the furnace is not working yet, I'm afraid.
Let's see. Use the furnace to open it. Use the lighter with the furnace to get fire. That's all it says. So, what's the problem? Look at lighter.
My father never allowed me to play with it.
That was after you burned Alfred's butterfly collection.
Didn't you tell me I should do that?
Use lighter with furnace.
Let's see what this old furnace can do.
Yeah, it seemed like it just didn't want to work. Clay imprint with furnace.
What worked one time?
And then now we need to use the pot holders with the furnace. So now we have the mold. We use this
I'm
with
terribly
this.
sorry about this, but I have to melt down the master key again.
And then use the pot holders
Well
with it.
done. The gold is ready.
And then use this with
Good
this.
idea. I'll pour the gold into the mold.
And then we need water, which we can get, I guess, in the bathroom as we work our way up. And yes, this should be close to the end without looking at the walkthrough and confirming that. The irony on this would be if you walk through your bedroom door
Yes, this
and
should
you
work.
are back in the padded
My
room
own front door key.
and it
My
was
father
a
didn't want me to
hallucination.
have one.
That
whole
was to
time.
prevent you from escaping your room. After all, the same key fits the lock of your bedroom, too.
They're doing a little breadcrumbing to make it kind of obvious that the key you have will unlock your room. I don't think we're gonna have a third Tempomorph in this. Not really.
This really is my old room. I've made it at last.
I think we're
The
probably
only
just
thing
gonna
I
have a
need now is my
cutscene.
diary. Do you remember where I used to keep it, Harvey?
Strange. This memory is still hazy. But I think with all these items here, it should be easy to tempomorph to the past one last time.
Oh yeah. We'll just hide the diary someplace where I'll be able to find it in the present.
Or we could just have a look at it right away.
Even better. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
All right then, hang on.
So I wouldn't be surprised if this is all just cutscene to wrap up the game.
I can't believe it. What am I doing wrong with you? Putting a lizard down the back of poor Alfred's shirt. Is this the way I raised you?
The poster
Right.
on the
I
left
can remember
is
that.
the
My
Daedalic
dad grounded
logo.
me.
As if this door could ever contain us.
We're only interested in the diary, Harv.
Mr. Conrad! Mr. Conrad!
Great.
The return of the moron.
What's the matter, Alfred?
Will you punish Edna now?
I was about to do that, yes.
She has to be severely punished. The monster bit me in the shoulder. I won't be able to play the violin ever again.
Rest assured that the punishment will fit the crime, Alfred.
I hope so. My dad says your disciplinary actions for reprimanding this hyperactive lunatic
Thanks.
are, politely put, insufficient.
Oh, so that's what he says.
We should use a scorpion next time.
If you don't mind, I would like to keep watch personally, just to make sure that her full penalty is served.
Go ahead. And now,
What?
come out of here, please.
That stinking little weasel.
Just ignore him. Let's just try to find the diary.
Yeah, Alfred certainly not doing anything. So is this a fake diary or is this just the diary right now?
Hey, there's my diary.
That was
Well,
too
that's
easy.
what I call easy. It's not like us to catch a break.
Finally, I'll be able to remember.
Yippee!
Hmm.
Wait a second. When was this murder that my father is supposed to have committed?
The reference said something about the 3rd of August.
According to the diary, that's today. You've temple morphed me back to the day of the murder.
Oops.
No. This is, in fact, very good. Now we can prove his innocence firsthand.
Yeah, Tempo
We just
Morph's
have to
not gonna
find him
stand up in
and never let him out
court.
of our sight. Let's get out of here. Finally, we can prove his innocence.
So what, we need to get out of here, and I bet the door's locked.
Locked.
Alright. So it's a little bit more of a puzzle. Look at the cabinet.
This went through to a secret passage that led to a distant kingdom. I sealed it after I set the ice palace ablaze. Completely unintentionally, of course.
Alright, so are we just going out the window? The cabinet's in the way. Let's see. Look at the window.
So many memories out there.
So we can open the window, and then we just need to probably tie some bed sheets together.
This is where I put dirty laundry and secretly stashed candy.
Okay, so there should be
Even
sheets
if I
in
wanted
here.
to, I can't.
Let's see, what else are we looking for then?
I know enough. No.
Harvey. Walk to window. Out he goes. So it's not switching automatically. And you can see Alfred's on the other side of this. So is this just the idea that it's not really going to be Edna that sees the murder? Instead, it's Harvey that's going to see the murder, and Harvey has always been an unreliable narrator, even more unreliable than Edna. So, yeah. What else do we have that we can see? It seems like it's just Alfred is the only thing we can talk about. And it doesn't seem like he can go anywhere else. Let's see. Cabinet. And what was that? Basket. Diary. Door. Yeah, doesn't seem like there's anything more.
We'll have to get through this door, Edna.
You don't say. Really?
Let's see. Let's just give him
Isn't
this
Alfred
one.
the ultimate slime ball?
That irritation of facial mucosa definitely needs a good wiping.
The woodpecker.
Hey, Edna, why don't you do what the woodpecker does?
What do you mean? Shall I knock on the door to draw Alfred's attention?
Oh, I was thinking you could bash your head against the wall. But your plan isn't bad either.
Let's see.
Hey, Edna, maybe we can use the closet somehow.
If you don't have any good suggestions, just keep them to yourself.
And...
I feel so filthy.
No chance, Harvey. We've got more important things to do now than riding the tumble dryer.
Too bad.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else.
Don't you want to go on reading your diary?
Later. My father's more important now.
So, use door.
What is it?
Talk to door.
Alfred? Are you still out there?
Edna's grounded! Edna's grounded! Stop that, will you?
Okay. So, talk to the
Alfred?
door.
Are you still out there?
Edna's grounded! Edna's
Do I have time to
grounded.
escape? By walking to the cabinet? Or are you using the
Come
cabinet?
on, Harvey.
Stop it or... Hey! Where did she go? Did she climb out the window?
So, we've escaped.
Hey!
And if we can lock the door and lock him in there, he should be moderately safe.
Okay, we'd better split up to find Mattis. I'll look upstairs, you look downstairs.
And if I find him?
You come and get me, of course.
All right.
So, did anything...
Edna?
Yes, Harvey?
What if Mattis really is a psychotic killer?
Don't be ridiculous, Harvey. Mattis couldn't hurt a fly.
It was just a thought. I didn't want to admit it to Edna, but I'm a little scared.
Alright, so we're playing as him. Again, unreliable narrator. Seems like there's nothing here. Seems like we're going straight to the basement. How could he be killing somebody in this mushroom soup?
Ah! Edna!
What's up, Harvey?
It's Mattis! He's making soup out of children!
I don't know what you mean.
I mean exactly what I just said! Mattis is the killer after all! Come on, let's go! But
What's going on? I don't understand one single word.
he was here! He was standing at the oven and...
Cooking children. Don't you realize how ridiculous that sounds?
I must have been mistaken.
Just go on looking, okay?
What's going on here?
So, yeah, Harvey's an unreliable narrator. And that looks like another... each one of these children look like somebody who ends up in the psych ward.
Edna!
What now?
I'm certain this time! Mattis is burning children in the furnace!
No, he's not, Harvey.
Come with me! I'll prove it to you! This is... I don't get it!
Are you all right, Harvey? I'm beginning to be more concerned about you.
How can I be so mistaken?
So... furnace, firewood, walk to window, walk to doorless.
Can you lift me up a little?
Sure.
So, somebody spent a lot of energy.
I don't know yet.
Like,
It was Mattis again.
like somebody
on.
animated all of
We'll both
this
have a look.
extra.
See? There's nothing there. I think we'd better call the whole thing off. It was an exhausting day. I might as well wait till tomorrow to restore my memory. The temple morphing doesn't seem to do you any good.
No, I'll manage. Let's keep on looking.
Alright, well, seems like we're just gonna keep on walking around the house. A cartoonish devil. And this should be close to the end, if not the end. We've gone nearly an extra 30 minutes.
Hallucinating.
What did you see this time?
I saw Mattis with the Prince of Darkness, and they...
Wait a second. Are those voices? There really is somebody on the porch. You stay here. I'll go have a look.
I think the two of them would make a nice couple. I could well imagine a future for them.
Your daughter, my son? Ha! One would have to recondition her thoroughly. Edna lacks all respect and is full of defiance.
But aren't you on the verge of a breakthrough in the field of... what do you call it?
Correction of character. That's exactly what your daughter needs.
After one of those treatments, there might still be a way she could... Oh, could you excuse me for a moment?
Yeah, she's like 12 right now.
What's this all about, Edna? You know full well you're supposed to be in your room.
I know, but...
No buts. The doctor is right. You're in serious need of a correction of character.
Please don't, Dad. I don't want to...
We'll speak about this later. Right now, you go back to your room. I'm pretty mad at you, young lady. And by the way, try being nicer to Alfred, will you?
He's trying to hook them up.
Nicer to Alfred? Don't make me laugh.
Shut up, Harvey. It's your fault, after all. What were all those lies supposed to mean anyway?
I've been thinking it over. And basically, it's pretty simple. It's not my fault at all. I'm just a figment of your imagination, remember? So why wonder if I'm a little, well, inaccurate every once in a while? Especially when it comes to observations you couldn't possibly have made yourself.
Inaccurate is something different to completely and utterly absurd.
Are you mad at me now?
Oh, Harvey, I can't be mad at you.
Got you!
He's strangling me!
Alfred, what are you doing? Give Harvey back to me.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Please, Alfred. I'm really sorry. I've made a resolution to be nicer to you in the future.
Stop pretending! You're not the least bit sorry, you little monster! You're completely
Seems like
crazy!
Alfred is
Not only do you try
pretty
to kill me
bad,
with lizards,
too.
you also talk to that ragdoll rabbit! Now you're surprised, aren't you? I read your diary. Harvey this and Harvey that, and Alfred is always the stupid toad, isn't he? But that will soon stop. I'll tell it all to my dad, and they'll take that stupid rabbit away from you. They might even lock you up in Dad's asylum with the other loonies. That's where you belong in my book. Edna talks to her ragdoll rabbit. Edna talks to her ragdoll rabbit.
It's not that strange.
Please,
Maybe
Alfred,
a little
don't.
for her age, but...
Me, Edna! He's hurting me!
What'll I do?
Push him!
What?
Push him! Just push him! Push him down the stairs!
Yep. And yeah, I expect that is kind of what happened, is you pushed him down the stairs, you accidentally killed him, and I don't know why your father would take the blame for that. So, like, not guilty for reason of insanity. I mean, would have been the court case, and your father would still be
Now I can
alive.
remember everything. It was me who killed Alfred. It was in the heat of the moment. I couldn't let him take Harvey away from me.
So now we just push him down the stairs.
It was you. You killed my son. Your father took the blame to protect you. I promised him that I would take care of you. But I
Hasn't-
only saw one way of
Hasn't
doing
really
that.
succeeded at
I
that at
tried
all.
to create you anew, like a blank sheet of paper on which to start a new story, to erase all your tomfoolery. I nearly succeeded on many occasions, but you always found a way back to your memories. It's only now
We're back to
that
the
I
terrible
understand
lip
the
flap.
root of the problem. Your ragdoll rabbit, Harvey. He is the anchor that moors you to the past. If you destroy him, you can finally live
We
in
kind of
peace
need
without guilt.
a revelation here
listen to
that
him.
Harvey is
He'll
real.
destroy everything that is you.
Otherwise,
All your creativity.
the sequel's
all
gonna
that
be weird.
fun. Look, he's standing in the exact same spot his son was. Just a little push, and we'll be free at last. He's the only one who knows of our guilt.
Oh no. What will I do?
Let's see. Do as Dr. Marcel says, or do as Harvey says? Do you want this craziness to continue, or I mean, it's the title of the game, Edna and Harvey. We've known from the beginning of the game she's crazy. I've logically suspected she was guilty of some criminal activity or insane activity from the beginning. I wonder what would happen if we did this. Can I save the game right now? Let's just save the game. There. And let's see what happens if we do what Dr. Marcel says. And you cut. That seems like a silent, pretty bad cutscene to the end of the game. And a lot of Daedalic games have a song at some point in the middle of the game. And then went back to Asylum and underwent character correction. Her name is Alfredine. Her favorite hobbies are doing the dishes and sorting files. And this is like a completely different animation. Dr. Marcel gave up his career, bought himself a houseboat, and became the oldest Olympian to win the gold medal in the history of professional fishing. Why not polo? Hoti did not go back to the asylum. He became a professional bank robber. After accidentally shooting the bank teller, he surrendered himself to the authorities. Alu was eventually hit by lightning and transformed into an energy being. I wonder if these endings would have changed. A very abrupt ending here. The player never figured out what hit him. Like a pretty abrupt ending, and odd that Hoti was given an ending and Moti wasn't. And that's the end. Let's see, if I just right click, will this do anything? Or is it just gonna sit on the end forever? It's just waiting for the music to stop playing. Now we're getting credits. And let's see if we can. Nope. Can't hit escape. Can't do anything. Oddly, the game beeped when I hit escape. So we can see a very small number of people worked on this game. And it does end on a song. Now, of course, that's the bad ending. But I don't know if we're going to get a good ending. This song is... This is, I assume, Edna and Harvey being sung in German. Yeah. It's kind of odd that there is a sequel, though, because the revelation here is that, yes, she's a murderer. Yes, she was crazy. So, from what I see, Ed Harvey's New Eyes, the sequel, is you're in a like school, like a Catholic school, a reform school. So I don't know how you get to that point, and how you tell a story that's in any way different than the story that was told here. Unless the running gag would be to have several Edna and Harvey series where you investigate your own murders, which that wouldn't really work. There's not a lot of revelation or mystery in this. The only thing that was slightly surprising, I didn't see it coming, was the Keymaster killing somebody. And then you killing the Keymaster, so you did perform at least 2 murders at this point. Can we right click and skip through this? There we go. We can now once it starts scrolling the text. Alright. I still feel like you could have split up that first act in particular. That was a big pain in the butt. The buttons are in different places. Just bad game design. When you're saving, they're over here. When you're loading, they're over here. Alright, so do what Harvey says this time. And that's not much better of a ending. I could see why this sold though. Like, Edna did not go back to the asylum. The police searched for the confused girl for weeks. The search effort was aborted after the remains of blue stuffed rabbit was found at sea. The Keymaster was also never found. Interesting. Well, of course. Why would he never be found, though? His body should have been found. Did she cover up her murders? Moti went back to the asylum alone after 2 weeks without Hoti. He was declared mentally sane and released. Overjoyed, he accepted a job as a bank teller. On the second day, he was shot in a robbery. So you kind of need to see both endings. Bladder felt the urge to go to the toilet on his way back to the asylum. At the rest stop, he met the love of his life and ran away with her. So you don't get the full ending unless you save and see it. The player never figured out what hit him. I wonder if that ending would have changed if I had done something else different, or if there's like a secret third ending to this. It's totally not a game I'd ever want to play again. Totally not worth trying to get all the achievements for, of which there was quite a lot. So let's just skip through all of this. And the music is just going to start playing unconnected to the credits. So, yeah, kind of a mediocre, disappointing ending. Not terrible. This is a game that just really doesn't fit in Halloween month, though. It is the horror of insanity from the perspective of someone who's insane, which isn't really saying much because you could have done a lot more with that. Speaking of being capable of doing a lot more, there's tons of achievements here. Just have no clue how you'd get this one, no clue how you'd get that one, no clue how to get that one or that one. Now that we played through all of the game, yeah, there's still a lot of achievements that I would need to look at a walkthrough, so to find. And yeah, this is a 10-year-old game. It's allegedly going to get a remaster. I imagine it really wouldn't deserve anything other than just making sure it runs, making sure it doesn't use Java anymore, Probably you would be better off putting Edna and Harvey, and Harvey's New Eyes in a combo pack and just reselling the entirety of the series as a new game. That's something Daedalic loves to do anyways, so they could repackage it and sell it again. Well, that's it for this series. This hasn't been the worst point-and-click adventure by far. I wasn't hyper frustrated, but I did jump to a walkthrough very often, very quickly, to avoid being frustrated. And this definitely feels like a thesis project of a game developer and not a polished product that you would generally expect from a established company. That's it for this series. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos, because that helps me with YouTube and tells them that my videos are worth watching. When you subscribe, click the notification bell. Also, if you go to my main YouTube page, there's a playlist tab that has a playlist for every game I've ever covered. You could search the Deponia series and check those out if you liked this style of storytelling. This game didn't even really have a kind of sad, dark German ending that most of the other Daedalic games end on. And so, if anything, this very possibly has one of the happiest endings that a Daedalic game I've played I have seen for a Daedalic game. That's what I meant to say. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.